morning, good morning. I need to totally apologize for any additional noise that there is floating around. Also my voice, which I have back, so I'm pretty excited about that. I had some difficulties, let's go with difficulties, over the last sort of, it's coming on to 10 days now, guys. It's really long, where I couldn't talk. So I missed last week's live stream, which made me really sad. I'm just going to check these audio levels here. They just seem to be like popping a little, so I'm just going to drop them down a little. There we go. The other thing is we have rain, so we're all up on a 4G network. So hopefully the rain will not end up being too loud. The guys next door are catching up on work, so we've got grinders and drills and stuff going as well. So fingers crossed that we have some good stuff going on. Oh my gosh, I've just literally popped the chat open and it's just full. Hi everybody, I've missed you all so much while I was sick. I'm just having a quick read. Good morning, Kim saying good morning to all the 5 Ruffians. It is really wet here. It's like the ladies' toilets are a little flooded, so that was fun, trying to keep my jeans dry. And Kim wants to know why does the rain get heavier the moment you have to go out? The problem we're having is that Abby is in a plaster cast. She broke her wrist on the weekend, so we're trying to keep her dry. So she's got a fracture clinic coming up. I don't know when, because they haven't contacted me to change her cast over to a fiberglass one. But right now she's in a plaster cast. What's a bit out of focus? Something's a bit out of focus. Let me know. Is it my face or is it the yarn? I'm having some, like, it's looking a little weird on my screen. I don't know if it's me or not. So bear with it, guys. It's going to be a bit of a crazy day. It's one of those things when I don't live stream for a while, I get out of whack and I really have to think about it. Excuse me, sorry. I'm still not better, you guys. I'm sorry. And so I have to really think about the setup and the lighting and the cameras and where to put everything. You'd think I'd just be like on it now, but I'm just not. I'm totally not. So one of the things I've got a big list of things, you guys. I have a big list. But the first thing I want to talk about are these guys right here. These twist shorties that have just arrived in from Chiaogoo. They are totally cute. Here we go. We'll put them up here as well. Look at that. They are so cute. So you end up, I'm so sorry for the coughing. I really am. I'll try not to do it. Thank you, Christina. Christina says she's loving the project. These colors are so pretty. This is something I'm making for my daughter. It's just a ripple afghan. I'll get crocheting shortly, but I have a little, this is my live stream, and I'll have a little indulgence. Indulgence is the word I'm looking for. This case is so gorgeous, you guys. Like, it's so nice. Like, check out this pocket. It actually flexes open, which I just love. Like, one corner of it flexes, so it's easy to get stuff in and out. So you get a little tiny mini. It's so ickle and cute, but a little tiny mini gauge. You get all the mini tools and connectors, and you know the deal with Chiaogoo. You get so many good little things in these packs. Stitch markers and connectors and cable connectors and end stoppers and all that sort of stuff. It's got a really cute little thing, so if you want to connect this onto something else, you totally can. And in here is the piece de resistance, guys. Firstly, these cables come in on this interchangeable comes in on the mini cables. So if you've got any mini cables, you can totally use them for all this. And that's a big deal because these aren't the mini sizes. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I just love all the finishes, all the stitching and the top stitching, and everything's just so solid. Like, it's not coming apart. And like, I could like yank on that. And there's so much weight because there's 12 sets of tips in here. It's so cute. And look at this. Look at these little tiny things. That's your little 2-inch tips. And there's your little 3-inch tips. and like for me, like this is not a set for everybody, but I do so many things using the 9-inch circulars, and I've got one. This is my set here, so I paid myself in knitting needles this month, or this week I should say. But yeah, so it starts at the 2 mils or the size 0s, and it goes up to 3.25s. They've got more options coming in some other little, I can't remember the name of it. There's a particular name and my brain just won't let me remember. But, and look at this, you can, you can pop your cables in there. There's just so much that you can just sneaky store. I love them. So I'm going to stop indulging myself. No, I'm not. I'm totally going to keep indulging myself. I'm going to stop indulging myself with this particular set. It's so cute. I love it. Now, I'm going to pop it back in its little bag. Guys, I have missed you all so much. And our chat last week, it's just so weird. Holy cow, can I text you in app now? I don't know, Kirby. That would be weird. That would be weird. I'm totally going to Caffeinated Crafters tonight, Kim. I am going to be there, so if anyone needs me to bring anything, send me messages, remind me, because my brain is somewhere else. I don't know where it is. It's not with me. I'm just basically barely getting through each day with a lung intact, really. I'm just going to scroll back through the just the comments here. Hi, Jenny from Sweden in 2 a.m. You are hardcore, honey. You are totally hardcore. I'm not feeling the greatest. My head's pounding, but I'm here because I couldn't not. I could talk. And like last week, it was bad. It was like, this is a bit raspy sounding, but last week was just not good. And I did not want to inflict that upon you all. It is going to be crazy. I'm not feeling the best, but I'm so happy to be here, honestly. Is it hard to knit with those tiny tips? It definitely takes some getting used to, Sally. They do feel, I mean, I've got small hands and even still they feel a little bit weird and they're not for everybody. So I would probably suggest maybe getting a 9-inch circular first and having a go. If you find that that is too small for you to adjust to, these probably aren't for you. But I love the 9-inch circulars, and once I adjusted, because it does take some adjusting to, I totally got the hang of it and just love it. We got the love. It was great. Have you tried the flexi tip needles? The flexi flip needles? Sorry, Christine. No, I have not. Are they the Addy ones? I think I've seen them around, but I haven't tried. What time does Caffeinated Crafters kick off? I'm coming for the first time. Allegra, it's going to be so good to see you. We start all arriving at around 6-ish, but anytime really. But most of us are there from sort of 6. You need white tiger balm, miracle in a jar. I have to be really careful with so many things, Oreo, because I'm allergic to half the planet and there's so many things I can't take, which is especially frustrating for my hippie mother, who worked out really quickly that I couldn't take echinacea or zinc or any of those other things because they cause nausea. So she learnt that the hard way. Kim says, to be honest, unless you make a lot of socks or baby beanies or things with small circumferences, then you don't need them. You're totally right. I'm really looking forward to using them for sleeves on jumpers, and socks is really what I'm going to use them the most for. So yeah, Allegra says, cool, I'll be leaving the city around 5. That's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I've got some bits and bobs for you. There's so many new names in here that I'm not used to seeing. So that's really, I'm really happy about that. I can't see how many people are in chat. So if someone could let me know how many are here. And actually, do you know what? I'm just going to do this. I will just, are there more than 4 likes? There's got to be more than 4 likes, right? I think my stuff's out. I think I'd have to refresh that screen and I don't want to. Yes, they are Addies. So the Flexi Flips are Addies and they're pretty cool. You only 3 are needed for double pointed socks. Oh yeah, because they do that curving thing, don't they? I've seen them. I don't know. I'm a Chiaogoo girl, so I'm gonna stick with that. Sally says the smallest I've worked with is a 16-inch to make a hat. Yeah, I love 16 inches for hat. It's like the perfect. So for me, that's like 2 4-inch tips and a 8-inch cord, which I love. Good morning, Joss. Good morning. Nerdy says there's 15. Thank you, Nerdy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kim's saying we need to double check seats at Caffeinated Crafters, so that's cool. I finally caught up. I finally caught you at the beginning for the most. You totally did. We've only been here for like 10 minutes. Welcome to the chat, Jolene. Hey, Simone, my my yarn scanning boss. Hey guys, this is Simone Cross who is in the chat. She is an amazing natural yarn dye. She does the most. I learnt so much about avocado dyeing the other day, and I didn't know avocado made such pretty colors, honestly. And so if you guys want to go and check out Simone, can you pop in the name of your business? You're not going to be able to link, but people can Google it. So yeah. Kim says they remind me the Addy ones remind her of the cable kneaders. I saw them at Spotlight, but there's not a huge range of sizes. And Rebecca has ordered her complete set. That's brilliant. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am buffering a bit here, you guys. It's the weather and there's nothing I can do about it. Kirby says, I have all the red Chiaogoo cords, thinking of getting some spin cords too. I don't mind using the occasional spin cords. I like them I like them especially for heavy things, because I know it seems ridiculous. Not heavy, sorry. I like them especially for really light things because they don't drag the light stuff. It was the wrong way around. Sorry, brain. So progress, not perfection. Absolutely, Kirby. Absolutely. So the perks of recording it at HQ rather than at home. Downside is if you leave something at home, you've forgotten it. Upside is if you left your crochet hook at home, you can find one. You can totally find one. So I'm on to the Clover soft grips today, because I've left my Amore at home and I don't have any Formula Amores in stock. Clover debacle. You guys, there's a Clover debacle. Those of you who are awesome and got in on the Clover pre-order, I did not receive everything in the order and they have back ordered a pile of stuff. And it meant that there's basically not a single order I could ship the entire order out on. There was all like little bits and pieces, but nothing that I could even just post one person's complete order, which I found so frustrating, but everyone is being just so lovely about it. And I really, really appreciate that. I hate that. I had to send out an email and I hated sending it so much. Andrea says the live stream is offline because of stupid weather. Oh, I'm still running here as far as I can tell. Do you like the touch versus Amore? I prefer the Amore. I like the touch, don't get me wrong. It's certainly better than just a steel hook. But I like a rounder hook personally. So I like the Amores better, but the touch are fine. They do, you know, I have a thing where I over grip and they do stop that too, which is good. People talking about lots of weight loss stuff. Guys, today I have tea rather than coffee. I'm finding tea, I don't know, helps better. And hang on. And in my T2 thermos today, I have the beautiful French Earl Grey that I got. I ordered French Earl Grey and Monk's Pear from Tea for Talia, Tea for Talia. She's an Australian small business. Totally recommend her teas. They come in gorgeous packaging. And actually, it was really funny because I've opened up the parcel and she's got a little circular logo sticking down tissue paper. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I do. So you know, kindred spirits. It's fantastic. Simone says that she overgrips as well. Oh, yeah, we're all overgrippers. Let me think. Nerdy's is having a peach flavored herbal today. I'm not a huge fan of green tea or herbals. I like milk in my tea. In saying that, I got through the worst part of like the head cold section drinking these. I can't remember. I think they're Lipton's. I could be wrong. It's a passion fruit and hibiscus tea, and it's just a it's just a fruit infused sort of thing. Last night, Tim's made a cup of tea, put it on the bench. Abby didn't see him making tea or anything. She's sniffing around. She's like, I can smell pavlova. Where's pavlova? I'm like, how can you smell pavlova? And then I've taken a whiff in. I'm like, that's Dad's passion fruit tea, honey. She was just like, oh my God, I've never wanted to drink tea so much. Gosh. So I've got, do I drink any lemony teas? I like black tea with actual, like a slice of lemon in it. I don't like that lemon infused tea. Not a fan. I find it tastes, I don't know, I don't like the taste of those ones, but I like a black tea with just lemon in it, and some honey. So I do that sometimes. You guys, so one of the things that you can do when you're not working and you're sick is that you can technically work. It was work, really. It was totally work. And I totally crocheted up a shawl that I'm going to be kitting out for Bendigo. And it is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I'll pop some photos up into the group later. But it is a shawl that's designed by Addy Day Designs, Deanne over at Addy Day Designs. It uses 250 grams of sock weight yarn, and it makes this gorgeous short rows in 3 colors. I've got a good photo somewhere that I'll put up. I've woven all the ends in, but I still haven't blocked it yet. I know I'm terrible. I should totally just block it and be done with it, but I haven't. And so I love this thing. It is so nice. I would consider it more of a scarf than a shawl. It just seems a bit narrow for me. Mind you, I am quite large, but I just love how it just drapes. Am I doing that right? Yes, there we go. I love the drape that we've got. Oh, that's the problem. It's curving up. And I like the short rows, and I like the color changes and the little chunks. It reminds me very much of, it's like a crocheted Stephen West. Neil, is it Stephen West? My brain hurts. Oh my God, my brain hurts so much. But yeah, so I just love it. I just think it's great. I'm just going to leave it on. That's it. It's on now. Julie says, I'd love to go to Bendigo, but finances. I totally understand that. Kim says, I can see a rainbow sock kit working with that. You would need a bit more yarn because the sock kit's only got about 120 grams in it, and this needs 200, sort of 250. The skeins had a little left over in the ends, but not heaps, not heaps. Can you bring that tonight to show? I totally can. Yes, I'll put it in my bringing it bag. So yeah, so the kits will have 200 gram skeins. So for this one, I used 100 grams of the blue and 100 grams of the natural and 50 grams of the pink. So I'll be making up some kits for Bendigo, different colors, but I will also kit up this particular colorway because I thought it was cute enough that I crocheted up. Now, time it took me to crochet was technically 3.5 days, but that's all I was doing. I was sitting on a couch sick. So it's not like I was just doing a bit after work and did it in 3 days. I took some time. I took chunks of time. But you totally get into a zone with it, and you don't need to keep looking at the pattern, which I really, really liked. So that was cool. Where are we? My luck with cable hat whip is terrible. I had to frog it back a long way again. It was nearly where I was going to the lifeline. Oh no, that's terrible. Your mum is at Bendigo right now. Andrea, say hi to your mum for me. So yeah, so we've got, this is, it's called the Sway Shawl. It's on Ravelry, SWAYE from Addy Day Designs. And it is a beautiful, quick, you can totally stash it out. Addy Day Designs also has that beautiful blur shawl, which is specifically for using up stash. My blur got sidetracked, Kim. I put that, it's in that bag down there. I've been working on the blanket and on the on this and on my chickadee. Yes, my chickadee's still slowly growing. I honestly don't think it's going to be ready in time for Bendigo. I really don't. You are a fast crocheter. I am a fast crocheter, but I also was just doing that. I didn't even have I had the opportunity to watch all new shows and everything because I was at home, and I totally didn't. Although in saying that, we've been watching this weird, look, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's been made in the format of a documentary, but it's total fiction. Well, it's partial fiction. It's called Mars, and it's about the first humans going to Mars, and it's dramatic, but it's been filmed like it's a looking back and how they did it kind of thing. It's kind of really cool, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, kids wouldn't get out of my breathing space, so I missed a cable. It's on the second cable and had to frog the. Oh gosh, I hate frogging cables so much. I feel like that I've been talking so much. Rebecca had to frog her sock, but she's redoing it soon. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, I have another thing to show. Oh, Oreo, your box is here. Are you ready for me to open it? You have to let me know if I'm allowed to open it. I did unstick it, so that if I can, I can just open it. And then, but also, I'm not sure if you all saw, but I've got I'm just going to peel this back. You ready? I don't know if the camera can deal with it. But, wow, that's my tablecloth. Doesn't it look great? I love it so much. It's a bit sad, I know. But I'll just cover that up because I think makes the camera have a heart attack. It's like, too many colours and white. Oh, I can't cope. So cameras don't like that very much, or at least not little webcams anyway. Open. Jenny is crocheting granny squares for her mother-in-law. She's going to have them on her kitchen chairs. Oh, that's nice. Yay, open it. Oh, yay, okay. All right, hang on. I've just got it just down here. I was hoping. Now, I'm going to have to, it's just got my PO box on it, so that's fine. So this is my box. Look at this. Abby's like, what is going on with this box? What could it be? And then, will your kit include the pattern? Or my kit will totally include a pattern. There you go. I've already spoken to Addie Day Designs. Look at all this cuteness all over this box. I don't think I've actually ever gotten a parcel with so much cute stuff written on it. And then even on the bottom, because I was like, look at the bottom, and it was like, don't open this way, that's cheating. Are there trolls on the loose? I haven't seen any. Daigo? Kim, are you having a look to see if there's any trolls floating around in our little chat here? We don't like trolls. Julie still has to block her March Mystery Lace Club, but doing Noops now. Need plenty of practice. Me too. I started that one, but I've had to put it down for a second. All right, now box opening. The camera's upside down, so you have to read it. It says, "How strong is your willpower? Can you resist the urge?" This piece of paper tortured me. Tortured. So much. I just want to say that. Tortured me. And there's a smell coming out of the box. That's the other thing. The box has a scent. I don't know if it's something that's in the box or what. I'm just going to drop it on the floor. Okay. We have to be careful because I've got cords for cameras here. Oh, more notes. Now don't freak out. Enjoy them, but show me what you make. Oh my gosh. I'm totally freaking out. How can you say don't freak out? The scent is, it's just sweet. That's all I can say. It's sweet. So yeah. Okay, there's something, there's not just yarn in this box. I'm totally peeking. That's what the scent is. Cures Itchy's homemade goat milk soap in oh, grape! That's what I could smell. Oh my gosh, it's totally grape. Made by her friend from the Secret Garden, Ariel's Secret Garden on Etsy. I'm gonna open it up because it looks like it's gonna be. It's in a Ziploc bag, and the scent it's through everything. It was coming out of the box. Oreo says she got them very cheap. Don't worry, Oreo. You certainly didn't get your postage cheap. Not to Australia anyway. Not if it's anything like the US, like Australia to the US. Thank you so much. I love gifts. This is awesome. Thank you, Oreo. I'm trying to break into this soap here. So many pretties. Smells like Moscato. No, it smells like grape chewing gum. Grape chewing gum. That's a Hubba Bubba. Whoa, the bag is, oh my gosh. Look at this. It's all sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. Let's see if you can see them here. It's sparkly soap. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that's lovely. I'm going to pop that just there, just so I don't lose it. Now, yarn patting time. What is it? It is Premier Yarns Candy Shop. It is so chunky. I'm just grabbing out one of the balls. I think they're all in I think they're in the set, so I think you can kind of like see how they do that, but then this one looks like that. Such pretty colours, and that's so soft. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. I don't even, there's so many balls. I don't know what I'm going to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls. Oh my gosh, so many. I'm going to need suggestions for patterns, guys. They're 260 yard, 140 gram balls or 5 ounce balls. And I've got 7. I think this is going to be making some sort of special throw rug for me. That they can't. Are they S twist? Would it be written on here somewhere? Premier Yarns, machine wash, don't tumble dry. The colour's called Lollipop. I love that. I don't know if they're S twist. I'll have to have a look. My brain doesn't deal with it. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. I'm just going to move the box down here. Okay. Ha ha. You can make in green and blue all the same. They're beautiful colours. They're so beautiful. That one's a sealed bag. I'm not going to open that one. Dun, 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 dun. Whoop. So pretty. Thank you so much, Oreo. This is gorgeous. So gorgeous. So soft and shiny. Kim, let's steal Shanti's new yarn just because it's pretty. No, I'm going to have to lock the doors. I'm totally locking the doors on this one. I'm very open to sharing plenty of things with you guys. These are mine. And they smell like grape too now. Everything smells like grape. My whole office smells like grape. I'll pop that over there with the grapes so that I don't forget what it is, and I'll put that back in the little box. My special note. Oh, thank you so much, Oreo. That is brilliant. I'm gonna do this. Changed it up. So, hi Marion, welcome to the chat. You guys don't forget to hit like. If I steal it, I won't share it. Ah, well, you know. No honor amongst thieves. Just saying. So I'm just going to have another sip of my tea before I get into the crochet thing, just because my throat's starting to get a bit dry. There's going to be a gladiator fight for it, but do you know what? I'm not giving it up. So you guys can gladiator fight to the death, and I'm still getting the yarn. Because it's my yarn. Because it was my present. And I'm very selfish. Selfish me. Now, back onto Abby's blanket that we're making here. So you guys, thank you so much, Oreo, for that present. It's just beautiful. It's just totally beautiful. I don't even know what else to say. I'm a bit overwhelmed, actually. Yeah. Oh, dear. Hey, Marion, you missed out on seeing the shawl. Just pointing that out. You missed out. I can show it again a bit after if anyone wants to see it again. Oops, can I count? 1, 2, yes. I can totally count. Yes, Kim knows where I am. Kim doesn't know where my house is though. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I don't think it's even wise to have it in the boot of your car going to Crafters later at this point. I totally agree with you, Crochet O'Clock. I'm going to take it to my house where Kim doesn't actually know where my house is, and I will leave it at my house and not take it in the car, even though I'd love to show it and let her squish it. I don't think we can trust her. Honestly, it sounds terrible. I thought you were going to keep wearing it. Oh, I was going to keep wearing it. See, Crochet Clock is a good friend, Kim. That's good friends don't try to steal your yarn. Although in saying that, I'm sure if Crochet Clock lived a smidge closer than a whole other continent, then I may have issues with Crochet Clock as well. So yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, Kim says Chantel thinks I don't know where her house is. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I do think that. But you're right, it's not that hard to find out, really, in the scheme of things. I don't live in a very big suburb. Cut her off a sample about a metre or so. There you go, that's a good idea. Daigo's going because her hubby's bought her dinner. Sweet, Daigo, that's awesome. Jenny Bergenson has offered to be my yarn bodyguard. Does that mean that you wrap yourself in my yarn or you guard my yarn? I'm not sure. I'm actually not a fan of cake yarn, so I'm all good. Well, that particular, like, you know, that yarn's safe. Not all of them are cake yarn. So here we go. I'm showing Marion my shawl again. Weave. Hang on, I've got to feed it through the hand. Oh, there we go. That was just a quickie view. You thought I didn't know where HQ was either until I turned up and surprised you. That's actually a really good point. I didn't realise you knew where it was. Jenny will guard my yarn. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate your offer to guard my yarn. It seems I may need to take you up on it. I didn't realise my yarn was quite in such a dire situation that it needed guarding and protecting from evildoers like Kim. Kirby says, I got a decent yarn haul from Goodwill recently, $2 per skein regardless of the size. I had to force myself to walk away for someone from some so as not to be greedy. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, Earl Grey Crochet. Hey, you guys, Earl Grey Crochet finished her blur. Unlike me, who hasn't at all. I hope you're enjoying. Here, I'll have a sip of tea for your morning tea break. With Kim's powers, I don't trust that she doesn't know where my house is. Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. Kim's pretty awesome on the old Google foo. No more than all the rest of us needs. No more than all the rest of your yarn needs protecting. Oh, okay. That's I don't. My brain couldn't process that into a sentence. I'm sorry, Kim. That's my fault. Oops, sorry. I'll just bring this back over here. I feel really out of whack using a different hook. It's not a bad hook. It's just a different shape than what I'm used to. My thumb does not want to sit there. My thumb wants to roll around. Rebecca says, don't worry, I'm just going to buy my own yarn. That's cool. Well, crochet o'clock. Kim's seen inside your bedroom. I think we've all seen inside your stash room. I don't know if that's your actual bedroom though. Where all the cool yarns are that you make those cute pegs out of. I can't count. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 6. I've got 6. Ah ha ha. See, Kim, you've seen inside of her studio that happens to have a bed in it. It's not her bedroom. Ha ha ha. Where are we at here? Oh man, someone who I really like to watch their live videos on Instagram's just gone live. Should I just end our stream so I can go and watch that? No? Okay. Fine. I won't then. I'll stay here and crochet some. I love this. This is one of those things where it's like, oh, right. It is now currently my job to sit here and crochet for a little bit of time. It's one of the big perks about live streaming craft. It's Todd.live. He's all about like making better broadcasts and better live stuff. It's totally researched. He can actually edit his audio for Instagram Live, which I'm just like, that is cool. Glad I saw you open it before connection dropped. I had remembered you mentioning cakes not readily available. I got myself a darker blue and hot pink. Yeah, we do get some cakes, but not very many. Like, I definitely haven't seen that brand. I think the only ones I've seen, like in real life, in person, is it Karen Cakes? I think they're the only ones. Kim, what are the other ones that they have at Spotlight? I've seen the ones that they have at Spotlight. That's it. So, yeah. So, are you like my shawl, Marion? It's all pretty. I'm not normally a pink person, but I definitely felt like doing some pink. After the impromptu live of mine last time, maybe I should tune in. You totally should. They were Karen Cakes, yeah. Like, it's good stuff, but it's educational. It's not necessarily fun or funny or anything like that. But it's definitely, like, it's a good chat. It's totally a good chat. I'm not sure if you could, actually, I don't think you can see right now. My Bendigo Wooler Mills ball that I'm working on had a bit of a case of yarn barf out the middle. And so I'm trying to work through all of that to get to the nice neat ball. They have Karen Cakes and Motivera do a cake, I think. They have some various ones, so Karen Cakes, tea cakes, cupcakes. Oh, there you go. And apparently Shaun the Sheep, which is a Big W brand, do cakes as well. I haven't seen that one. Lion Brand is testing out sales on a new cake that's a lot like the Sheepy's Whirl. I know I said that wrong. I know I did. They call theirs Ombre Life. Oh, there you go. I will have to have a bit more of a look around, but I've seemed to be quite well stocked in cakes now, and in blues and greens, which I love. So I'm pretty set. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to cough. Also, it feels like someone's sitting on my chest after they hit me across the chest and across the back with a lump of 4x2. So I'm very sorry about that. I can't imagine you checking out the yarn aisle at Big W for some reason. Look, you know, I used to. I don't die. I mean, I don't so much, but I used to. Joss says, I've just completed 2 Ocean Waves lap blankets in the Karen cotton cakes, and she totally loves them. Well, there you go. That's good. I'm totally trying not to die, Kim. I'm totally trying not to die. I got things I want to do today. Yesterday was like a total madcap day of insanity. I had like heaps, because I had Chiaogoo stuff coming. I've still got more Chiaogoo to update onto the website. But I had 2 boxes arrive at the same time. Today, at some stage, supposedly, Australia Post finally delivering my Nancy's Knickknacks order that I ordered ages ago. I have a rant. Are you ready for a rant, you guys? I'd been away for I was popping in and out of the office. Like, I was not technically working, but I was making sure orders were going out, and I wasn't doing it every day, but like every second day. And so I was here on the Monday, missed the Tuesday, and was here again on the Wednesday. And there was a letter, like a physical, like actual letter saying, hey, your parcel's been stopped by Border Force, which is our, you know, that sounds so forceful, because it's over $1,000 Australian and you have to pay all this money and you've got to do all this stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's no way that order came to over $1,000 Australian dollars. There's no physical way. And then I realized what they did. They didn't deduct the shipping, because this is not supposed to include the shipping. And the shipping on this thing was like $200 for like $600 worth of stock. And I'm like, and there's like, they're so professional. They photocopy photocopies, and so it's so blurry and horrible you can barely read it. And so I had to like email, like my first email that I was going to send that I did not send was less than polite. And basically I ended up rewording it to, I think you'll find by looking at the attached invoice that this is, unless something dramatic has happened to the Australian dollar, there is no way that this order reaches the $1,000 limit. And I was like that kind of tone. And because I was just like, send me my parcel. It should have been here by now. Well, that was on the 23rd. 23rd? Or 25th. It might have been the 25th. And I still don't have the parcel. They were like, because I got my, and then I got an auto reply saying, we should have action on this within the next 5 business days. And I'm just like, 5 business days? Who does anything in 5 business days? And I was just like, that's just totally insane. And but then I got an email like 3 hours later saying, oh yes, I agree with your, I agree with your email, blah, blah, blah. We've contacted Australia Post to release your parcel. And I was just like, this is just insanity. It's just, oh man, it was very difficult. It was very difficult, but I still don't have the parcel. But I got a message this morning saying that it's supposed to be here today, and we'll see. So it's just like, we'll find out. We'll soon find out. I will totally, like, I've got some cool stuff coming in from Nancy's Knickknacks. I've got their New Notions cases. I've got their cool jewelry that holds your cable hooks and cable needles and things, so that you don't, I'm buffering. Sorry, nerdy. It's the weather. We've got rain fade. There's so much cool stuff coming in that's new that I'm just like, give me the box. I just want the box of goodies. So it is just like, I think I did have to check my keyboard because I was totally angry typing. I might have to plug in a dodgy keyboard for any further angry typing. Sally has a spotlight delivering coming today. Oh, that's awesome, Sally. That's so exciting. I love squishy mail. It's my total favorite. Yesterday, the secret yarns arrived for this month's Mystery Lace Club, because it's the 7th. And it's shipping out on the 20th. So the yarn arrived yesterday, so I'll be dyeing that over the weekend. It's so exciting. And it's different. It's different again. It is just a horrible thing. Elaine, I missed your message here. Over the weekend, I attended my first fibre festival. I took a workshop on how to felt a vessel, and it was so much fun. That's brilliant, Elaine. That's so good. It was like, I always find those events really overwhelming and really like, there's so many good things here. So did your credit card cry? Because mine cries at those events. Literally little tears drop out of the side of it. Andrea says, I hate it when you're ready to argue with a company and then they're so apologetic and get everything done. And at the end, you have all this pent-up rage gone to waste. Totally don't understand what you mean. I've never done that. Like every week. Kim says, I have a needle key for my Knitpro set on my keyring. It works for a Knitpro, Chiaogoo, and iPhone SIM card slot. Oh, that's brilliant. Sally's also waiting for Red Heart squishy mails. And Oreo says, I so cover last month's colorway. Was that the rainbow, or I happen to have all the colorways that I have done so far. Just here we have the pink granite from the first month from the Mystery Lace Club. I don't know if you can see the soft pink through that. There's pink in there. Then we have month 2 was the rainbow gradient that went into the rainbow lacy shawl. And then this one, which I love so much. Oh, it is Glacier. And it is a 150 gram skein of 4-ply. So there's 600 meters, 50% silk, 50% BFL. So I'm not sure which one of those you like, but I like them all. So yeah. Was that rubbing it in? Did I totally rub that in? So you guys should totally join the Mystery Lace Club if you want to get things like this. Plus beads and patterns and all the other good things that come with it. Glacier, yes. I have to go. Jenny says she has to go to a yarn shop later today and see if they have any new yarns to buy. Oh, I miss going to good yarn shops. Like, not me, like other ones. We don't really have any local ones in Brisbane. Like, there's a couple of littly ones, and there's one that I really want to go to, but it's not like it's hard for me to get to from here. So yeah. Sally says, so convenient when you can't be bothered to actually venture outside, and she doesn't drive. So that's actually a really good call. Elaine says, I only bought the workshop. I was able to resist buying squishy yarn, but I did buy a couple of big bags of raw wool because I want to practice spinning. That is cool. Oh, it's the rainbow that Oreo loves. Oh, there you go. Kim's still sad that the boxes are different size. Yes, I'm sad the boxes are different sizes. So see how you can't see it, it's up too high. But you know the Mystery Lace Club, the actual little cardboard box? I ordered a batch of boxes, and they've come in like they're just different, like they're slightly different dimensions. And so they don't stack. It's frustrating. I wanted them to stack. Maybe I can swap the rainbow sock kit box with the Mystery Lace Club box. You could, but next month's coming out in the small boxes too, because I've got like a couple of months worth and I'm going to use them before I change suppliers. So your little stack of boxes is all out of whack. Well, then you should knit the things, Kim. Knit the things and get rid of the boxes. Oreo says, someday when my knitting is better or consistent, Mystery Lace Club is in my future. Hubby said, did offer to take me, but I really couldn't be bothered. It was so much yarn this order. Oh gosh, Kim's knowing. I'm assuming you're knowing that the boxes are going to be, the boxes are still the different size, because I can't do it. Like, I needed them and I couldn't send them back, and I desperately needed them because I didn't realize I needed them and had to order them last minute. So, you know, they were save me boxes. Hang on, I got tangles. There's tangles. Okay, hang on, bear with me. That's tangled through there. Can we just work with it through the... I don't think we can. I need a tissue, you guys. Hang on. Sorry. Use the boxes for everything but Mystery Lace Club. Oh my gosh, Kim. I don't send hardly anything out in boxes. I think I have to double check, but I think I'm down to my buried last rainbow sock kit. I know the website says a few more because I've got to fix that. There's one. But you can choose which colour, grey, but there's only one. So they've been going to the small boxes too. But that's all I've got in the boxes at the moment. I have a question. Okay, guys, this is a question. I'm going to be making kits for this, right? And it needs 250 grams, so there's 2.5 skeins. And I will be, and I have patterns as well. Should I put them into a pretty box and use up the boxes? Or should I just pack them into pretty display bags and just have them in pouches? So let me know. You could use them for the sway kits. Can't comment sideways. No, you can't. I think if you swipe up, it'll bring up the comment box. I mean, that's on Android. I don't know anything about iPhones. Just to throw that out there, just in case you're on an iPhone, because I don't do Apple. I got nods. Display bags. Everyone's saying display bags. Hi, Nerdy Stitches back again. My knitters. Let me just count here. 2, 4, 6. Yes, I haven't been doing the 7 yet today. Now I'm going to do the 7 because I said it. There we go. And in it goes. And I've been scanning yarn up on the skein winder all day yesterday. And I've got lots of yarn ready to dye for Bendigo and Redlands Open Day. Anyone local to Brisbane, Redlands Open Day is June 19th. It's a Tuesday. You should totally come. It's going to be fun. I think you should put it in a box and put the box in a bag. You just want me to use the boxes. That's all it is. Allegra says display bags are more space mindful for putting into the stash. Julie says, my son built me a computer to go on the TV so I can watch on TV and have a keyboard. I built one for my husband for his 40th birthday, and it's so good. It's so useful just being able to do it. I want to go, but you can't. You've got children things that you have to do. So me and Tammy will have fun for you because Tammy's coming. So ha ha ha. We'll rub that in more tonight. Elaine says, is the MLC like a Cal? I'm confused on these. So the MLC is the Fibrific Mystery Lace Club. A Cal is a knit-along. Some people are using their Mystery Lace Clubs to do knit-alongs together. But they are different. I'm not running classes. I can show stitches if people get stuck, but I don't have the authority from the designers to do step by step like I did with the rainbow socks. Kim says, Elaine, no, but if you're having any problems, post in the group and we can help. Everyone's helping each other, and it's been so lovely just to watch. Like, one lady decided to do, wanted to make hers slightly bigger to use up some of the additional yarn she had left over, and then got stuck. And someone else had yarn left over, so they all helped each other out, and it was really good. I really appreciated that they all band together and just help each other through the patterns, because I don't always, so far I haven't had time to actually make a pattern along with you guys. I've got a kit of each and they're sitting there as well, but I haven't had the opportunity just to sort of knit through as well. But if you get stuck, totally ask the question. People in the group are being wonderful and helping each other out. So yeah, to the point where I'm actually considering starting a secret group on Facebook just for members of the Mystery Lace Club so that they can all play together too. But I don't know. I'm happy with how we're going so far. Kim says, so proud of our community. I am so overwhelmed by how lovely our community is. We are so lucky to have just such an amazing bunch of people who all get together and chat nicely and are polite and kind and fun and funny without getting offended at things. And I don't know, I love it. I love going into the group and reading the comment threads and just seeing how everyone's going, because everyone's just so kind, and I love that. I think it's wonderful. And I'll go into some other groups sometimes and it's just a little bit narky and bitchy, and you're just like, really, honey? You know, with this yarn, we're talking yarn stuff here. This is not, it's not life and death. It doesn't need to be so serious. It's supposed to be fun. So, you know, it's wonderful. You guys are all awesome. Andrew says, did you ever think it would come to this? It's pretty awesome. I never did. I really hoped, but that was like, you know, when you have that pipe dream where you're like, oh, you know, this sort of thing will happen. And then, but the reality is it's never going to happen. It's like winning a lotto. It's like that. It's like your lotto wish list, except I don't put lotto tickets in. But no, I never ever thought that it would come to it. And I think it's wonderful. I really do. I think you're all wonderful. And while Fibrific is like a big part of it, you guys make the community. You totally make the community. Without your posts and your comments and your chatting and asking questions and having fun and like showing bargains and, you know, all that sort of stuff. There would be no computer. There'd just be me going, hey, look at my things. And that's not a community. That's totally not a community. That's a business page. And I have one of those too, which I totally use for that. But I like the community. I like the funness of it all. Yeah. I'm not getting teary. You're getting teary, Kim. Freaky Geek's in the chat. Hi, Freaky Geek. I have to remember to read your comments in my brain before I read them out loud. I wouldn't have thrown the purple thing. I would have thrown the purple thing out if it wasn't for you guys. Andrea, your purple thing looks awesome. And I can't wait to see it in real life after you blocked it. Give it a block. You'll totally be chuffed, honestly. People who get mean with anything yarn related are mental. Yarn makes everything happy. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I've been seeing some weird stuff happening in different communities and stuff this last few weeks, and I'm just really glad that we don't have any of that. I really am. I think it's important that we do bear in mind that everyone's different and everyone has a different budget and everyone likes different stuff. And because we're considerate like that, we don't have the same problems. Andrea says, I'm about to wash and block it. She's still not convinced. We'll see, Andrea. We'll see. Was there something in the May Mystery Lace Club that would help you with blocking? I believe there possibly was. I could just reach up. Andrea, don't forget to use this. You only need like 20 mils of it, and there's 100 mils. Right, these past few weeks, it's like the floodgates have opened to the people who have no self-control. I know, I don't understand what's going on. And it's not just knitting and craft related at all. Like, there's been some horror things happening in some of my geeky fandoms that that I like, and I'm just like backing away. I'm like, dudes, I'm not getting involved in this. This is crap. Freaky Geek says the advice by the experts, which is block it aggressively. Totally block it aggressively. I would say block the crap out of it, but you guys are obviously more delicate. Well, not delicate, but more polite. Polite's the word. More polite than me. Ah, dear. I'm trying to keep my throat going with the tea, you guys, but I'm struggling. I really am. I feel okay, but my voice does not. Andrew says, I was thinking the chocolate, but that's all gone. Yeah, the chocolate disappears quite quickly, doesn't it? That's a bit disappointing. I don't even have any here. I've still got some of the coffee lollies left, but I'm drinking tea, and it feels wrong to eat coffee lollies while drinking tea. What's entitlement? Oh yeah, that's some of the stuff that's pulling out of these fandoms at the moment, big time. Yeah, it's disappointing. It totally is. And like, you even talk to some crochet designers and knitwear designers sometimes, and you just think, what do people like, honestly? I mean, I have some interesting stuff happen here every now and again, and I've got a friend who understands totally, and I can just be like, okay, this happened, and I'm not happy about it. And she'll reply back with, what do people like? And it's the best way to think about it. Feeling like you deserve something that perhaps you don't. Yes, totally. Jolene says, I think the smaller groups are better. The really big ones are just very personal and lots of drama. Yeah, Jolene, like, I'm not saying like this. I'd like our group to grow, but I also want it to grow carefully. And I'm under no illusions. We're not going to get to some of those mega size groups, and that's a good thing. I actually think it's a really good thing. Andrew says, I love those little coffee lollies. I've never had them before. Yeah, I'm a bit of an addict on those, so I may have bought an extra bag. But yeah, I think it's a good thing that our group is small. Like at the moment, it's really small, and I think it could bear to grow a little, but I think we'll cautiously grow. Allegra was saying their local cafe had to put a sign up that they'd ran out of the chocolates that they put with the drinks because people were complaining about the lack of the free thing. Yeah, I know, and it's so hard to word like, hey, cheapskate, stop whinging, because you can't do that. It's not on. It's not the way you do things. But yeah, it's... they're not personal, Jolene. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's... And I don't know. I like some of the big groups because you get a lot of information out of them, and it's good for working out what's trending. But I don't like conversing in the big groups because you're not actually having a conversation. You're posting into the wind because everything's moving so fast and it's so big, no one cares. And that's why I like our smaller group, because we can post stuff and someone will comment. Hopefully someone will comment and, you know, be encouraging. Freaky Geek, Allegra and Freaky Geek having a convo. They can chat together. The copycas, they're good. I don't even remember where I got it from. Just Woolies probably. I'm not trying that hard. I'm not importing lollies, you guys. I had someone get their hind parts on their shoulders in mine a few weeks ago. I had to tell her outright that it's my group isn't where the stuffies live. I'm thinking stuffies are toys. Why are the toys? Yeah, no, different stuffies. Rebecca says, I'm usually by myself here. Yeah, it's good to have somewhere that you can have someone to talk to about the things that we love. Because we all put a lot of work into our projects, whether it's spinning, knitting, crocheting, weaving, whatever. We put a lot of work into it, and have someone go, oh, your yarn is crap. You just look at it and just go, oh my God, why would you even say that? Like, you may not like the yarn choice, but this person loves what they've made. You encourage the bits that you like. Chris says, I notice in the big groups, people do the super chat and pay. Look, I super chat. I will pay. Like, I know what it takes to do this, and I will super chat myself. Especially like our chat moves at a nice speed, and we've only got like 15 or 20 people in here. If you've got a chat that's got 200 people in there chatting, I went onto one that had 20,000 people chatting, and it literally was a blur. You could not see it. Whereas you have a separate screen for super chats, and so you can just see when they pop up, and they will sit there for some time. So if you're in a big group, I totally understand the super chats. Also, I think it's nice. You guys have super chatted me, and I nearly cried. So, you know, like there was that crazy day where I was like, that was insane. I'm not encouraging that, by the way, just putting that in there. But yeah, it's, I think people have to do things differently for their different business management, different profiles. And some people really, like Chris says, they just want their messages read. They want someone to say, oh yeah, Kim said this, or Freaky Geek said that. They just really want that to happen. But in some of the groups I'm in, if you super chat and you super chat to a certain level, they'll actually do something. Like, you'll go in and they'll do a review of your YouTube channel, or they'll do something. And the ones that just go, yeah, you have to super chat me for no apparent reason, that doesn't sit well with me. But if it's a fast moving group and you want your comment read, that's the price. Crochet Clock, oh, you are trouble. Thank you for your super chat. And yes, exactly like that. It stands out and it flashes up on my screen. I don't know, like on my, when I'm viewing something, it's a bit different, but on my screen, it is enormous, and it's this massive rectangle, and it will stay there. And so if you've got a huge group with messages just flowing through so fast, you want to do what I'm doing. You want to be able to read them all, and you want to be able to see what everyone's saying and enjoy the community that's in the chat. But it does, if it moves too quick, you can't see it. Oreo says, I got some mixed drink flavored candies a while back. Can't find them anywhere. And saw someone's post about the nastiest comments about unobtainable items. Just wrong. I think I've missed something. It's yellow. Yeah, this one's yellow. So the super chats change color depending on how much you pay. So and they also stay, like, I'm not sure. Can you guys see? It's Crochet Clock's little gorgeous clock timer at the top of the chat somewhere. That will stay there for a set amount of time because she paid that amount. And when I hover over it, I can reread the post. It drops back down again. I don't think you guys, I'm not sure if you guys can do that, but it makes it so I can see it and they don't miss out on having their question read or their statement made or what have you. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So we've talked about Super Chat a lot. Sorry. I try not to do that. Yeah, Super Chat's a great tool. And I think that used wisely and used well, it can go really, really well. Especially at the moment when this day and age where people really do want everything for free. And I can tell you right now, making these live videos is not free for me. Not just the time, but I've got sound gear, I've got lighting, I've got cameras. All this has to get paid for somehow. And I love hanging out with you guys. So for me, that makes it worth it. But for some people, it's hit and miss. And or my biggest issue, my peeve, you ready? Ready for a peeve? Is when people complain about your video quality and about how, you talk too much or you did this wrong or something. And you're just like, dude, where's your channel? Where's all the videos you're making? Because they're obviously so much better than mine. But, I'm sick, so things peeve me more than usual. If you click on it, it opens back up. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that opens back up for everybody. Jennifer P says, I saw that huge yellow post and thought I'd pressed the wrong button. No, that was a super chat. That means that Crochet Clock has given me $10, which I think is great. So thank you, Crochet Clock. I'm totally putting that in the coffee fund. Every super chat goes in the coffee fund because I need coffee lots. Anybody on a diet, just remember, don't drop so much that having a shower becomes dangerous, getting lost down the drain. That's a very good point, Freaky Geek. The commenter was mad because they couldn't buy more lollies. It's lollies, man. It's not water or fruit for your children. It's lollies. Internet costs money as well. Oh, absolutely. Internet and decent internet costs an absolute fortune, especially in Australia. Let's not talk about that. It's not for it's not for coffee. It's for our Christmas slush fund. What Christmas slush fund? I don't know about a Christmas slush fund, Kim. Have you got a Christmas slush fund on the side that I don't know about? Andrew says, I love the chats because it's like having coffee with friends without leaving the house. That's totally what it is for me as well, Andrea. Especially when I was sick, like being able to do it differently. Christmas party at Fiberific HQ. I've got to move, you guys. I got given dates. I don't know if the new place is going to be conducive to guests. I don't know. It's all up in the air. Kim means she can't have Christmas every day. Yeah. Jennifer says, I love the way this group is friendly and not super commercial. You all seem like real people. Look, I know I'm super commercial and I feel bad about that sometimes, but that's what sort of pays for all this stuff is me going, hey, check out the Mystery Lace Club or, stuff like that, or come and buy my yarn, and I feel bad. I do. I feel like mercenary doing that, but I kind of have to do it to make it so that I can fit this time into my week. It's kind of like the cost for me. Yeah. But I try not to be too hard. Like, I try not to, pressure sale. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm scrolling up. I'm moving. Yes, I am. So we're not moving far. It's just down the road, down the road. It's not far at all, but we are. And I'm not going to have my pretty offices anymore. I'm going to have more sort of warehousey stuff. Is that because Kim keeps stalking me? Yes, it is. I'm totally moving because Kim keeps finding me. This is news to me about a move set date. Yeah. So I knew a move was coming, but it's not like you must be out. Well, we must be out by a date in July, but we've got a month that we can slowly move. So that's good too, because I've got Mystery Lace Clubs and Bendigo and Redlands. I got things to do, you guys. And this, like sitting here drinking tea. Okay, culture learning moment. Are all hard candies lollies or just the ones with sticks? I cannot answer this question. I get it wrong totally. In the UK, a lolly is like an ice block. It's a sweet, cold, frozen drink thing. It's a ice lollies. They're not, and they have sweets, which are like lollies, candies. I don't know about hard and soft. I'm just like, give me the lollies. I'm not the person to answer that question. Jennifer says exactly. There's no pressure, but you show new and good stuff. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Jennifer. And I try not to make pressure, but I just get so excited about things. I'm like, oh my God, look at the shawl. Wait, I had to leave. Who's moving? I'm moving, Crochet Clock. Fiberific's moving out of this premises into a new premises. We all move when we visit. Well, that's true. That's true. And I really should have read that to myself before reading it out loud. Andrew says, I'd help you move, but I can't guarantee all the yarn will make it to the new destination. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, because I kind of need it all to make it to the next place. I call all sweets lollies regardless if they're hard or soft, but not chocolate. I'm the same as you. Everything sweet's a lolly. Andrew is sneaky, yes. You can box up the yarns to send to me so you don't have to move them. No. I'm not doing any of this. None of it. You guys are terrible. I'm going to crochet a stitch or two, because this is a crocheting thing. And I'm not doing any crochet with my Clover soft grip. I had to look at it then to realise what I was working with, because it's not my usual. It's not my usual. Kim says I rehomed some of her yarn last time she moved. You totally did. You rehomed a whole pile of silk, if I recall correctly. And you tried to rehome an entire bag of silk, like kilos of it. I had to find it. I remember that. I remember your help, Kim. I totally remember your help. Oh dear. But yeah, I love this. I love the community that you guys are all building. I really do. I think you're an amazing bunch of people, and I think that's what's making our community wonderful. Is that you're all wonderful, and you're all willing to share, and you're all willing to help each other. And I think that's what's making our community, is the willingness to help, and the willingness to help each other grow and to learn new skills, and not belittle someone because they only do one craft and not another, and not belittle someone because they can't afford hand-dyed yarn, but they are enjoying what they're doing with the yarn they can afford. So yeah, and I think that is why our community works, is because we don't do that crap. We're kind. We are. Have you found a new place to move to? Yes, we do. We have a new place. Kim says, that reminds me, I need some navy blue yarn to make a cowl for my physio. There you go. Andrew says, I'm not working on everything because I make too many mistakes. I was going to fold clothes, but that pile is still there too. Is Remington more blue or more grey? It's more blue. Definitely more blue. I'll bring one tonight and you can have a pat. Moving. I go and answer a call for 5 minutes and you move. Yes, I'll be moving. I'm still going to be in Bethania. I'm in the same suburb. I'm like on an adjoining street to this one. It's just we're moving out of this particular sheds and office situation into another one. Can you show me how you are holding your yarn. Because I'm dealing with a ball of nightmare, I'm just like, I do it like this. Like when I'm teaching, I do the whole finger out, okay, so that you can see. When I'm doing it for myself, I literally scrunch it up under my hand so it's under 3 fingers, and I raise this finger to move things around. That's it. But that's how I do it when I'm crocheting for myself. But when I'm teaching, I teach it differently, and then everyone can go off, and when they get comfortable in creating their individual stitches, then they can go and work out which things sits well for them, because we all know we all like to hold our yarn differently, and we all get tension different ways. So there's no wrong way to do it unless you're not getting the right stitch shape. That's it. That's the only wrong way. If you are not actually, if you are saying you're making a US single crochet but you're actually making US treble, that's it. That's the wrong way. Too busy typing to craft. Yes, I know that feeling. That's the life of a mod right there. I'm hunting for a long sleeve shrug pattern. I'm not a huge fan of shrugs. I find they never sit on my shoulders properly. I hope you do a tour once you're set. I'll totally do a tour. Don't even worry about that. Probably not with my brother. He's off and about now. He's not local anymore. And here's me thinking you'd bit the bullet and moving to Victoria. Look, we're still talking about that. My husband and daughter, they're like, we want to move to Melbourne. They want to move, and I know I want to move, but Tim's work is up here, and there's no work like with his current company in Melbourne. He's like, we could move to Canberra, and I'm like, don't want to move to Canberra. Once you, okay. I'm always so fast. Oh, yeah. I think that's just practice. That's all it is. Man, these knots are starting to really slow me down though. But yeah, it's like anything, Stacey. It's just practice. I've been crocheting for a long time, and my first yarn crafting job was crocheting for a designer. And you've got to move fast. Oh, for a sec, you heard Canada. Oh, Canberra. Yes. Jolene's trying to get through her 10 totes of yarn and use up the scraps and oddball skeins making shopping bags. Jolene, there's a really good shawl pattern that uses oddball skeins and scraps as well, which is Addy Day Designs Blur, B-L-U-R-R-E shawl. And I think it's very good. I think it's a good pattern. You could move to Adelaide. No, I'm not moving to Adelaide. Although in saying that, my husband has to fly to Adelaide a lot for work. So it's probably not out of the realms. I don't want to move to Adelaide though. I don't know. I think I would only know you, Sally. I don't know anybody else in Adelaide. It would make me sad. I got lots of friends in Melbourne though. Andrew says, I was talking to my hubby about moving to Oakey, so he's closer to work, but we've decided to stay here a bit longer. It's a hard decision to move for someone's work. It really is. Julie says if I moved to Adelaide that she would visit. I forgot you were over there as well. I'm in the middle of a stitch here. Just stop for some tea in the middle of a stitch. It was assuming that you can purl as well as knit. Is that the pattern that you guys are talking about for that shrug? Jenny says, I have to leave you wonderful people. It's 3:20 and I have to get some sleep. You do, Jenny. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Sweden again. I'm glad you can make it to our chat, even though it's 2 a.m. for you. I'm always like, what are you doing? But I'm so glad you come in and join in the fun. You sleep well. I hope you sleep well anyway. Jennifer P says, you can't leave the area. Who would we get yarn from then? There's something great about being able to pop in and see and squish all the yarns. There really is. But you could, like, I'm not kidding when I say this, Jennifer, but I would say 80% of my orders go to Victoria. They really do. And I hate to say that. But I do ship mostly to Victoria. But in saying that, that's the advantage of being an online store, is I can be wherever my family need me to be, and I can ship it. That's the perk of online stores. The Gamer Widow says, my folks are moving either Geelong or Queensland. I'm voting for Geelong. What do you think of the likelihood, Gamer Widows? My mum told me she was moving a couple of years ago, and she's moved out to this like rando place, totally in the sticks. And I do like that she's happy where she is, but I don't like having to drive there to visit her because it's a nightmare drive. So this little narrow roaded mountain range thing that's scary because you think you're going to fall off it, like in your car. But 99% of your visitors come from Brisbane. Yes, I do. Actually, I've had a lot of visitors this week. None from Brisbane. I just want to point that out. None. Because the Crafted Quilt show's on, a lot of people assumed I would be there, and then they contacted me to double check, and I'm not there. So they're popping in here. Oreo made some long arm warmers, but they slide down. Can you weave some of that, what's that elastic thread called? There's an elastic thread. I was in a speaking of the elastic, anyway, weave some of the elastic thread in through your ribbing at the top of your sleeve. But I was in a shop, which one was it? It was probably Kmart or something like that, and my daughter was looking at these beanies, and I was just like, Abby, they're weird looking. And she was like, no, look, they're so squishy. And when you flipped up the brim, they'd actually woven 2 layers, like their rib was so baggy that they actually had to put the elastic thread through that. Sharing elastic, that's the one, Kim, thank you very much. It's a 50-50 on going to Geelong. The boys made big bang noises out there. I need a tissue again, I'm sorry. I'm trying very hard to get through our hour and a half, you guys. I really am. Okay, we're on to our next round. It's rows, Chantel. This is a blanket. There are rows. There are no rounds involved here. Let's see if we can get rid of at least one of these it's like right in the middle. What about something like Candy Apple Shrug? There's a knit version as well. I don't know what that is. I need to see a link of that. Candy Apple Shrug. That sounds cute. Love candy apples. Do you guys like that? Sorry, total tangent, because that's how my brain's going, guys. It's it today. Those candy apple lollipops, the ones with the green and the red. Love them so bad. If they're around, you're doing it wrong. Totally. I'm totally doing it wrong. I'm just like everything fail. Woohoo! I got out a pile of knots. Look at that. Now it's just all ready for me to crochet. Yeah. Oh, look at my fiberific tablecloth. Oh, so tableclothy. That's just sad, rather, isn't it? It's just so sad. Crochet the edge. Oh, now that I've turned my work, I've probably made knots again. Where are we? Never been to Geelong. How long is your wave frog? Oh, it's not very long yet. It's only, well, that's it, folded in half. So that's it. That's how long it is right now. It's I don't know. I don't know measurements with the brains and the measurings. I've got a tape measure, I'll tell you. Hang on a second. Bear with me while I grab the tape measure. And we're hardcore here at Fiberific. Tape measure. It is currently approximately, where are we? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 centimeters long. It's currently 55 centimeters. We're getting there. We're about, we've just started the second balls of each color. I've got 3 balls of each color and then a 4th for everybody else. It probably is buffering big time. I'm sorry. Julie. We've got major rain fade here with the weather. I use a mobile network, so for all our live chats. So we're totally dependent on you know, not rain fades. So yeah, we've got some crazy weather going on. It's windy and it's rainy and it's not good. Well, elastic makes sense, so of course my non-logical brain never went there. Why do we always think fixes will be tons of work when it's actually 5 minutes will fix it? Yeah, sometimes fixes, sometimes you're better off pulling back and starting again. Sometimes you can do a repair. It just depends on what you're doing. Look, little fiberifics, little ninjas. Oh, so cute. Is it cold? Look, it's not really. I mean, it's like 15 or 18 degrees or something. It's cool. It's definitely cool. And the rain is actually freezing. It feels... I had to walk down my driveway. My driveway is only about 20 or 30 meters long, but no umbrella, of course. And it was like ice. It was like I was having ice water poured on me while I was walking down the driveway. Should somebody get out on the roof with an umbrella during the live feed? They need to umbrella between me and the nearest mobile tower, so that might be a little unrealistic. Yeah, look, I've got, like, it's the seriousness is, like, I'm in my air-conditioned office. I've got it set to, I think I've got it set to, like, 20 degrees in here. I have socks and runners and jeans and a long-sleeve shirt on. Now, that's not normally... And I've left the scarf on, and I'm only just warm. I'm not hot. I'm just nice. So, yeah. It's just crazy weather. Andrea has the heater on. We've been putting the heater on at home, for sure. Crochet Clock says the weather is crazy everywhere. So much flooding in the US. There's a volcano in Hawaii. There's the volcano that's hit. Is it Guatemala? Oh, I can't remember where, but there's another volcano that's hit really badly as well. Stacey says we were in Brisbane this morning. It was pouring. It bucketed between where I am at Bethania and Yatala, like both ways for school run this morning. Andrea has her rainbow socks on. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. I love seeing, like, knowing that you guys are wearing your rainbow socks. It's so exciting. I'm actually like this close to making more rainbow kits because I've started selling again, and it's really weird. But I don't want to make more rainbow sock kits because there's like 14 mini skeins in each pack. Anyway, looking to come to visit Brizzy sometime soon and wondering when the best time to come up is. I wouldn't come in summer. I would totally come now. Now is nice. Like, we don't get a lot of rainy days in winter, but it's lovely. You'd like it, I think. Kim says, my little one stomped right in a puddle next to me and splashed water all over my lower leg and into my shoe. Wet socks, wet shoes. Oh, yuck. When my son lived there, I went in July and I miss winter at home. Yeah, it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. Proper winters, if you like a proper winter, don't come to Brisbane for winter. But if you hate humidity and like feeling like you've stepped out of a shower, then you don't want to be here in summer either. It's one of those, I like the winter here. I think the winter here is nice, but I love going to Bendigo for winter. Like, for winter. I go for a week, which is about how long winter is in Brisbane, actually, now that I think about that. Yeah. Doggo says, my new upstairs neighbours are driving me crazy. They sound like they're throwing bowling balls on her ceiling, and it's popping and creaking very loudly. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what, like, can you talk to someone about it? Like, is there what do you call that again? Not centre management. There's a word for apartment complex group people who deal with that, and I cannot think of what it is. Body corporate, that's it. I found it. It's body corporate. Can you talk to body corporate about them, or do you have to go through their real estate or something? Sally said, oh, hang on. Yeah, body corporate, yeah. Someone's having 100-degree temps in May, which is unusual for them. I'd have to do the convertisons. All right, you guys, it is time. Today I'm going to finish the day off by, I'm going to finish my row. And then I'm going to go and get some orders out, finish updating the Chiaogoo on the website. And then we've got Caffeinated Crafters tonight. I've got lots of bits and bobs that I'm going to have to take along with me, which I'm really excited about for everybody who's there. Well, not for everybody, but for everyone who's asked for me to bring stuff. And it feels like it's been ages since Caffeinated Crafters. But anyway, so that's definitely on tonight. And I will see you all there. I'm going to head off. You guys can keep chatting in the chat for a while. Otherwise, you can pop over to the Fibrific Fun Zone on Facebook, and you guys can keep chatting there. But my voice is just about done, and I will see you all there. And next week, I should be better. I'm hoping. That's the plan. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.